some twisted nightmare. I just want to wake up. Wake up. So others can see where I am. It's worth a shot. We're all gonna die here anyways. The flare's lit. Let's just hope it doesn't attract any monsters. That would be just my luck.
They're all gone. How did this happen? How can I go on? Setharus, save their souls. Oh my goodness. You mean to say there might be other survivors? I do hope you're right. I lit the flare. If there are other survivors, maybe we can help each other. I just don't want to get my hopes up.
I get it. I light this up and they come get me. All right then. Thanks.
How could I have let go of his hand? I know he's out there somewhere.
And who are you?
I'm Caspian. I taught history at the school here in town. My son, Lucan, is out there somewhere, alone and terrified. I'm not leaving this hellhole without him. Whatever those demons are, they don't seem to give a rat's ass if you're a Sab or a Palamist. They are making it impossible to search for Lucan.
What do you know about this symbol?
I can give you a history lesson, but I need help. If you want to know more about this symbol, help me find my son, and I'll tell you everything I know.
Do you have any idea where Lucan might be?
Lucan and I got separated. During the chaos, we heard Sam barking. Lucan ran off to find him. That dog was my son's best friend. Take this walkie-talkie. When you find Lucan, please give it to him. I'll handle it from there. It would be best if you tried the playground or the school. Sam and Lucan played there all the time.
What can you tell me about Sam?
Sam is Boros' dog. My son and Sam became fast friends when we moved here. Lucan would rush to see him every day after school.
Tell me more about the mechanic.
I had minimal interactions with him, but enough to know he's a nice guy. He knew everyone in town. He was nice enough to let Lucan play with Sam. He owns the garage and scrapyard on the other side of the train tracks.
I'll sit tight until they come.
Can you tell me more about Sam?
Sam's an American bulldog. Best damn guard dog I ever had. His coat is white with a few black patches on his face. Sam went nuts during the attack. He scratched, gnawed, and chewed his way out. I suppose he went to find the kid. Sam's very protective of him and extremely loyal. I hope they find each other. When Sam escaped, I saw a glimpse of him running in the distance. He may have been heading towards the school, but he could be anywhere.
What can you tell me about Lucan?
Poor kid. I recognize the signs of bullying when I see them. It's the reason why I let him play with Sam. Sam and I are alike. We don't like people. I've rarely seen Sam instantly take a liking to anyone like that before. I suppose Sam saw the same signs I did, if you believe in such things. The kid came here almost every day. Even I took a liking to him. He was never a nuisance, always polite, and knew when his stay was overdue. I'll pray for his safe return.
Lucan and I are finally settling in. Now that the move to Talju is complete, I'm quite eager to begin delving further into the Week of Peace. This new line of research is a breath of fresh air. I was beginning to lose my mind with the constant frustrations of my Blood Queen research. Talju is the only place in Hadia that still celebrates the Week of Peace, even in stark defiance of it being outlawed almost a decade ago. I'm glad someone is preserving our heritage. I grew up celebrating the Week of Peace, and it has always fascinated me. What was its original purpose? Why did Yankel outlaw it in the 80s? I hope to find some answers here. It's good to be back among my fellow Palamists. There is a real sense of community in this town. I've also applied for a teaching job at the local school. I can see Lucan and I building a nice life here.
Who are you?
Hey, it's okay. I won't hurt you. Who are you, kid?
I'm Lucan. My dad told me to never talk to strangers. But you don't look like the soldiers that burned down the town. I hid here when the monsters came. The soldiers, they let the monsters into the town when they left. I lost Sam when I ran here. He attacked one of the monsters. He saved me. I hope he's okay. I wish I had held on to my dad's hand. I hope he's safe. I want him to come get me.
Who is Sam?
Sam is my best friend. He saved me from the monsters. I hope he is okay. If you find him, can you bring him here? I feel safer when he's with me.
Is Caspian your dad?
Yes, my dad's name is Caspian. Hello?
Thanks, Sephiroth. Are you hurt?
Dad! No, but I think Sam is.
I'm sure he's okay. Where are you?
I'm at the school in the maintenance room.
Okay, listen to me. Stay right where you are. I'm coming to get you.
I'm sorry I ran away, Dad.
It's okay, Lucan. The important thing is that you're safe. I'll be there soon.
I hope my dad comes to get me soon.
Are you gonna be okay?
My dad said to stay put. I'm going to listen to him this time.
Thank you for finding my son. It pains me to ask you for another favor.
I found your son. What do you want me to do?
We need to get out of here, but those things are roaming around our truck in the parking lot behind the town hall. Get rid of the creatures, and I'll tell you about the symbol. Take this key. It unlocks the parking lot's security booth, right next to where the Sabs hung our brave soldiers. Thank you for finding my son. We'll go get him while you get rid of that horrible thing in the parking lot.
So much fire. The heat. Shadows in the ashes. No, Cass, run! They chased me. I got cut. Bad. They have no faces. What happened? Where's my family? It's dark. I need to close up the bakery and go home.
I am doing all I can here. I can't work miracles. I am not equipped to deal with all of these burns. What a mess. This poor boy. His entire family died in an instant. Artillery shell. And I was lucky enough to find him when I did.
We're trying to organize an evac soon, but I need to know that we aren't leaving anyone behind. There has to be more survivors out there. The problem is we have no idea where they are, and if we could spot their locations, we could plan a route to pick them up before leaving.
Why did Zethras do this?
My husband volunteered to stay behind when his Deimos division got called away to the south. He wanted to protect me. I'd suffered these birds 1,000 times to bring him back. Our defender. My hero.
How can I bring a child into a place like this? What do I tell them? How do I protect them against this much hatred? I can't do this without Solemn. Fia said his injuries are quite serious, and I fear for the worst. Zethras, help us.
Just a couple flesh wounds. I'll be fine. If anything happens to Sila or the baby, I need to get them out of here.
Zethras, grant us mercy. Deliver us from our sins, that we may walk under your gaze. Deliver us from the fire and brimstone cast upon us. Zethras, grant us strength. As demons walk among us, so shall we walk the path of righteousness. We shall answer your wrath with a lifetime of penitence.
Thank you for clearing the demons. Now we can get out of here.
I'm so happy to be with my dad again.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yes. My dad told me we were leaving soon. I just hope Sam will find us before we go. We left Tris to come here. My mom died of cancer. I think my dad was too sad to stay in our home, so we came here. I didn't like it here. The kids at school were mean to me, and Sam was my only friend. I don't want to live here anymore. I want my dad, Sam, and me to leave Hadia and never come back. My dad wants us to win the war. I don't care anymore. I just want to go to camp with the nice soldiers. My dad told me about the soldiers who wear the blue helmets. We're going to their camp, which has doctors and a lot of food. Dad also told me that they have lots of kids' toys. I hope we leave soon. The lessons at school talk about the Sabs. The teacher said they were evil and dangerous. My dad said the same thing. They're right. Look at what they did. We're the good guys. It's like in my comic book, The Sons of Palom. That's the codename for Hadia's highly trained special mission force. They defend Hadean freedom against the Serpent Brotherhood, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule Hadia by force. Serpent Fang, their leader, always wants to take over Hadia by force, but the Sons of Palom always fight back and win. They use super cool weapons to harness the power of Setharus. You should really read it. When the soldiers left, I went to the playground. My dad always told me to go there if I ever got lost. I was waiting on the swing, but then Sam suddenly ran off. He does that sometimes when he smells something weird. It's usually food, but I heard something. You know, that noise they make? I got off the swing to see what was making the weird noises. I could see something in the smoke. I thought it was my dad, so I called out to him, but then it screamed. It came out of the smoke and I ran away, and it came after me. It tried to grab me, but then Sam attacked it. I've never seen Sam so angry before. He bit the monster on the arm and wouldn't let go. I ran away to school, and that was the last time I saw Sam. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Thank you for clearing the demons. I've devoted most of my life to investigating Hadia's past. Our country has a vast and rich history. However, it's wreathed in mystery. Every stone I've turned leads to a dead end. There are entire sections in our timeline that seem to appear and disappear as if someone had purposefully created or erased history. I know I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but it's true. Take the Week of Peace as an example. Roughly 1,000 years ago, they decided that every 33 years, the first week of January is a time of reflection and humility. Traditions like this are usually rooted in religion, astrological alignments, or mythology. Not this one. It just starts with no explanation. Irian Yankel outlawed the Week of Peace. Why? It makes no sense unless you want a war. Like any war, several causes and events lead up to its inevitability. I can tell you how this nightmare started, but I will spare you the history lesson. It's a waste of time. Now that I think of it, it doesn't matter what started the war. It doesn't. What's the point of knowing why when no one ever learns from it? I've taught history for most of my life. I used to think that information and knowledge would prevent such things from happening. What matters now is that this nightmare ends with a Palomist victory. It's the victors who write history. Thanks, Setharus, for the peacekeepers. They set up a refugee camp at the eastern border. We will all head to their camp as soon as possible. I think it's a beautiful idea to have soldiers defend and provide for the victims of war. They are an example to follow. If the outside world has an army that prevents wars, Lucan and I should consider leaving Hadia for good. Sabs are brutes, thugs, and war criminals. Look outside. Do you need any more proof? Their history is littered with examples of their hubris, cruelty, and complete disregard for their fellow citizens. Talju is but one example of the many atrocities they committed in our history. Sabs are cowards. Our brave soldiers of the Deimos Division were forced to reduce their numbers here in Talju. They were deployed to help the others besieged in the Illigad Valley. Do you think the Sabs would have attacked Talju in a fair fight? Not a chance. Never trust a Sab. Ever. I conversed with one of our brave Deimos soldiers a few weeks ago. He told me that the siege of Leith was going well, and they were on the verge of taking the city. Can you imagine what that would do? It would bring us closer to total victory. It would force the AAF to split its forces, giving our boys a chance to liberate Umbrahan. Without the demons, we would be on our way to a decisive victory. When the Sab soldiers left, I went out looking for Lucan. I heard an explosion and all these demons stormed the streets. One of them almost got me. I barely made it back here. When I finally managed to calm down, I looked out the window, and the demons were all over the streets. I noticed something. The holes in the demons have strange patterns. I couldn't believe my eyes. The same patterns are found all over Hadean culture. You can observe them on ancient monuments, archways, staircases, columns, books, art, ancient artifacts, and even clothing. I have always wondered about the source of inspiration for these strange patterns. I could never connect the dots. Now it's clearer than Lake Sinan's waters.
Now, tell me what you know about this symbol.
This symbol represents the matron saint of southern Argola. You may have noticed that some vehicles and flags have the same symbol. They belong to the Deimos division. They worship her. She was initially the subject of my thesis, but I kept hitting dead ends. It was as if someone had erased her from history. She has another name. The Blood Queen.
Who is the Blood Queen?
The Blood Queen has always been a symbol of resistance against Sabinian oppression. Several statues bearing her screaming face were erected all over southern Argola. If I were you, I would go to Maristan. The statue is carved directly into the cliffside next to the village. You can go inside her head. It's hollowed out. Strange symbols are etched on the stone walls inside. I never figured out how to translate them. Perhaps you will have better luck uncovering the secrets of this enigmatic monarch.
Back to the Talju safe house with the journalist Tanya Alver. We will lay low here until the weeping night beckons. It's been a long journey, and we're both exhausted. The border crossing was more complicated than usual. Miss Alver has proven quite resourceful, however. I expected to be babysitting another one of Vitalis' inept contacts, so I underestimated Tanya. She's resilient and sharp as a tack. I've found myself, against my better judgment, growing increasingly fond of her. Perhaps a foolish sentiment, given the circumstances that warrant her presence here.
Find anything? Interesting. I'll look it up. I found a vault of forbidden knowledge in the Visser Hills. Good find. I'll look it up.
Goodness. It feels so good to breathe fresh air again. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have no idea what to do now. We have nothing left back home, and I don't know the way through the mountains. This is Gant's map? With any luck, we can use this to find our way across the mountain, even without him. As soon as we gather our strength, we'll set off. I can't thank you enough for what you've done for us.
Thank you kindly, sir. I don't know how much longer I could have lasted.
Yes, long range. Good. Come back later. More research. Let's gather more data. More pictures, close-ups, find the patterns. Yes. Come back later.
be done!
Thank you.